So we were talking about meds last time.
Mm-hmm.
So I came down to your clinic here at Head to Toe Physical Therapy. Kind of wanted you to kick us off on the meds. And when we were talking about it last time, that was mindset, exercise,
diet, sleep, social support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to dive in on the M, which is mindset. So when you think of mindset for meds, what do you think of?
A lot. So I feel like in a lot of ways it actually does start with mindset, just because your beliefs influence your actions, right? And then your actions obviously dictate kind of the outcome, right? When we're talking about clinical stuff and we're talking about recovery. And so I feel like mindset isn't talked about enough. And I think it's also hard to talk about because maybe it feels like taboo or something, or like you're saying it's all in your head and like it's just abstract, and maybe people can feel a certain type of way about that. There's also the fact that people's beliefs around their health often are layered with like emotional attachments. There's reasons they believe the things they do from their own experiences or people in their family or things they've been told, right? They might hold them strongly. And so I find it can be a hard thing to like talk about directly, but in my opinion, in my clinical experience of working with people for, 10 plus years with injuries, like it's so huge because I see like what they believe directly affect their outcomes.
100%, like see it myself. You'll see, I'm sure you've come across people, they come in and they're like, I did physical therapy doesn't work.
Yes, that's a big one. and then they believe that for the rest of their life.
Yes,
yeah.
But you probe deeper, I'm sure, come to find out they weren't following their routine at home.
For sure.
Or letting something slack to the wayside. Or maybe they came in with the mindset that this isn't going to help me.
Yeah.
This is a for life pain. That's what every doctor's told me.
Right.
And that's where like I agree. Having that conversation about mindset really doesn't happen very often. For the general public, of when you go in, they ask you how you feel.
True.
They assess your body.
Right.
Sometimes they might ask you about your personal life a little bit, but asking what's been going on mentally.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel mentally?
Yes.
Not emotionally.
Yes.
Because if you're coming into like training with, you're super depressed because you haven't been able to train.
Yeah.
Your motivation is going to be so low, and the belief is going to be so low.
Yeah.
How do we work around that? How do we get their mindset back to, I can improve, and I want to improve?
And yeah, you bring up that point of the question is, okay, we can talk about mindset. How do you change a person's mindset? I think that's, honestly, I don't know what the answer is. And that's not really technically my realm, right? I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm not a counselor. But yet I see it be so important and affect people's health. And so I've personally found that it's really difficult to change a person's mind.
100%.
I rarely succeed at it. It's essentially, I have to observe what they come in with and work with it, is what I've learned. Every time I've ever tried to challenge a person's mindset or change it, I either get a ton of resistance or they just leave. They just don't come back.
Because you're challenging their beliefs, and that's uncomfortable.
And so it doesn't align. They don't feel like it aligns, right? So it's hard, right? It's hard. I don't even know what the answer is there.
You somewhat answered your own question. To change your mindset, you need to have an open mind.
Yeah.
Which is, personally getting your foot in the door. I'll have people come in and they say, massage doesn't work. I either get too sore or they just pet me or whatever it is. And the people I have gotten to change their mind about massage of like, oh, wait, no, this is super beneficial.
Yeah.
I'm going to start seeing you every month, is they have the open mindset.
Sure.
They allow me to put my foot and show them the results. Because real world, you can't argue with real world results.
For sure.
Like, I'm sure you've had patients that were resistant to doing a certain exercise. And maybe you got them, you're like, hey, let's start with the baby steps.
Yeah.
And you almost coax them into it.
You're right. Like I definitely have, changed minds.
Yep.
It's just less common, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a long process, I think, is a big part. If it's going to happen, got to do it slowly and build trust. Like you have to build a relationship, right? I think ultimately. And I've said this many times before, it always starts with listening. If they don't feel like their side of the story is being heard, why would they listen to me, right? So asking them a lot of questions to understand where they're coming from, and then just starting that dialogue. And over time, multiple sessions, weeks, months, right? For that to start to build, and then like you said, they start to do the things and they see, and it slowly shifts. But yeah, definitely. I think maybe what I was getting at is right off the bat, you can't.
No, you can't. The first meeting with somebody, if they say, I don't do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
If you think within even the most I spend with somebody is going to be 2 hours if you include like a really long intake and really long post-session discussion.
Sure.
I've never changed anybody's mind in 2 hours.
No, absolutely not. Every time I've tried to in the first one, it's a fail. I probably should have clarified. So I guess, on further reflection, it's happened, but it's always a long process.
Yes.
And it does take that. They have to have the open mind, but it has to be a two-way street of me listening and us dialoguing so that we can find that middle ground and connect like, okay, what can we agree on here? What do we believe about this process?
100% agree. And the fact that it will take a long time to build the trust when people come in with injuries. Honestly, most people that are resistant to physical therapy or massage aren't actively seeking it themselves. They're told by other people.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Or they had a bad experience, like you mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't want to do it this way. I'm going to try a different way.
Right.
But, building the trust, the rapport, listening to people, learning what their mindset is like, it's super critical. I think
For sure.
Just personally saying your reviews, what people say about you just in the grapevine, you're 100% great at figuring out people's mindsets. And
thank you.
Just working with the individual.
Yeah.
And, one of the things I pride myself on, and I've seen you do it yourself, is if you're not correct, you correct yourself.
Sure.
And we talked about this almost every single time we get together. No two bodies are the same.
Right.
And getting in, no two mindsets are the same. Changing the mindset really has to start with having an open mind, building the trust, getting your foot in the door. What else about mindset besides like resistance? What could be a positive mindset?
Yeah, I mean, to me, a positive mindset is ultimately a positive belief in their ability to heal. Just like a positive outlook. You could really put it as simply as that,
So instead of waking up every morning and saying, man, my shoulder hurts, it's always going to hurt.
Exactly.
Waking up and noticing my shoulder hurts, but.
Yes, yes, exactly. Find the silver lining. Those who can find the silver lining, focus on the positive, and lean into what they can do, tend to just do better, right?
Ruminating on, I injured my hip and I haven't been able to go out and jog or hike for 6 months is going to make you like your body tunes into your brain.
Yeah.
The things you tell yourself in your head.
Yeah.
Your body listens to it.
Absolutely.
If you say your body's weak and you're always going to be injured, your body's going to say, I guess you're right.
Yeah. No, I do want to highlight, like, I think there's, a lot of times people's beliefs are informed by their experiences, right?
Yeah.
So something may have happened, as early as their childhood, maybe what they saw their parents experience. Something I hear a lot is people come and say, oh, I have this knee pain. My mom has it. My aunt has it. My grandma had it. My great-grandma had it. And so the belief is already there. Like, why wouldn't they expect to have back pain or knee pain when their whole lineage has had it?
Yeah.
And so, again, leaning into those experiences, I think, are important because, a person, we're talking about, like, you need to have a positive outlook. You need to focus on the positive. It's really hard for people, I think, to do that. And I try to respect that and acknowledge that in their experience, right? And I think one of the big things that I'm always harping on social media is challenging the beliefs instilled by the medical system. I'm always calling out, stuff and challenging what people think is just, people just assume is fact.
Yeah.
Because they've heard it from a doctor or a trainer or one of us, a massage therapist or a physical therapist or a chiropractor, what have you. And it's either outdated or it was just not the whole story, right? And very often I find that those providers meant well, but they ended up causing long-term harm because they instilled a negative belief, right? Such as, physical therapy won't do anything for you. Surgery is the only answer. Squatting is bad for your knees. Running is bad for your knees. Deadlifts are bad for your back, right? Like I go on and on about all these things. And they're rampant. And I see those things. So those things get me personally fired up because I'm like, okay, it's one thing for a person to have their own experiences, their own mindset. But when the medical authority is causing those beliefs, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Like, yeah, I take that seriously.
That directly affects the mindset of people.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, it's ironic because it's the job of the healthcare person to do no harm and to, help the person, right? Cause healing. But yet what
crazy.
They're saying is causing harm. And, again, like nobody's perfect. And I certainly don't always get it right. And, don't help 100% of people like me. But I take that responsibility seriously of like what I say to people. And try to weigh those words carefully because I've seen what other providers have said to my patients and how it has affected. My doctor said 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this, and this is why I won't do that. And I'm just like, bro, like we need to let that go. Like that's not
20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Lots changed in 20, 30 years.
Yeah. And then it's even worse when it was like last year. I'm like, okay, that doctor needs to like go outside and talk to people or something.
Yeah. Get out of the operation room.
Yeah. And people have disagreements around things and they're rightful to that. But that issue specifically, it just roused something up in me that
understandably so. Like what you're getting mad at is professionals essentially tying people's hands behind their backs
literally
with information.
That's what I see. Yeah.
You're never gonna fix this. See you when you need a surgery.
Right.
But that's not reality.
Right.
Like I'm sure you have countless, over your 10 years of experience, countless people that were told they need surgery, never needed surgery,
yes,
and still have not gotten surgery.
One. Yeah. So it's complicated because, again, those beliefs are strong because it came from a medical authority. And so that is really hard to break because it was the orthopedic surgeon. It was their primary doctor. It was their family doctor, it was the chiropractor their family has seen for years, whatever, you know what I mean? So it's really hard to break that. But that's why I like to have these discussions. Like, let's bring these conversations to the light and let's address these issues so that we can really get to the heart of, is this true? Right?
Agreed. And I think we both talk so that we can put the information out there so that people can find it on their own.
Yeah.
Not just take our things as gospel.
Absolutely.
Like, essentially what we're saying is fact check us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Find out if we're wrong. Tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah. Let's have an open dialogue about these things, not just take them as fact,
and
especially when they carry as much weight as some of them do.
You said something about because their mom, aunt, grandma all had knee pain or back pain. Mm-hmm. I have legitimately never thought about that as a mindset problem.
I'm sure you've heard it, right?
All the time. It's like, my family has a history of lower back pain.
And they say it in the way of like, well, of course I'm going to have it.
Yeah, like
right?
Lower back pain is a genetic trait.
Right.
It's not a genetic trait. I think you unlocked a different level of breaking through mindsets for me. Because next time I have somebody come in and say, my entire family has bad shoulders, and be like, maybe your entire family hasn't been trained how to strengthen that shoulder. And you guys just all have the same weakness because you do the same thing.
Yeah.
like you were talking about, it may come from your childhood.
Yeah.
Doing those things you grew up believing that are good for you.
Totally.
Like stretching, static stretching. Everybody is taught static stretching all through PE gym class.
Right.
Would you say static stretching is more efficient than dynamic stretching? Or would you say warming up and then static stretching is better?
Yeah, probably the latter. Right.
But throughout all your schooling, you come into class and then you stretch and then you exercise.
Right.
That's a belief that was instilled from childhood.
Right.
There are probably millions of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's just the one that we can apply, that I can think of the top of my head.
Rice.
Rice.
Compression, elevation. That's a big one.
That's dated.
Yeah.
Now it's...
peace and love.
Yeah, peace and love. But yes, they have completely replaced rice.
Yeah.
Because there's more information out.
Right.
And if people look back at their childhood, they might be able to find the things that like, oh, I sit in this position from watching my mother or father sit in this position. That's why I have lower back pain.
Yeah.
Not because I'm genetically predispositioned for lower back pain.
Yeah, right.
Is there anything like, any questions you wanted to posit for mindset?
What would you say is the biggest belief that you see your clients, hold back your own clients? Negative belief.
Oh, man. The biggest negative belief around massage, honestly, is that you have to continue massage for it to be effective. Or that if you stop massage, you will no longer feel good.
Gotcha.
That's a complete misnomer.
So like feeling like they are dependent on it, like always?
Yeah. If I don't get my massage every month,
I love hearing
my
that
body's
from a
gonna
massage
hurt.
therapist.
And no, that's not the case for everybody.
I love it, Tyler, because we don't hear that a lot.
No.
And it's not the best business model, right? It's a great business model to be like, yeah, of course you need to see me every week for the rest of your life.
100%. I'm sure there are a bunch of massage therapists like, what are you doing, man?
Right.
No, the secret is you actually need exercise, nutrition, rest.
Yes!
The big picture. Massage is a great tool.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely a great tool. But it's a tool, right?
Exactly.
It's not something you need for the rest of your life.
Not at all.
I love this. Everybody, this is Tyler, massage therapist, on the record saying this.
Yep, nope.
This is groundbreaking. I love it.
Yeah. If you stay active properly, you're stretching, you're making sure you're getting rest in, and you're having proper nutrition.
Yeah.
The likelihood you need a massage is very low.
Yeah.
If you get injured, you get stressed, massage can help.
Totally.
If you're training for a competition and you want to increase your performance, for sure will help. It's not a make or break it thing. It's not, if I start, I can't stop. And if I stop, I'm going to just go right back to where I was.
See, and I call this empowerment. I call this the belief of resilience, right? And this is the underlying core principle of a positive belief that I think people need. And so I just love hearing that from you. Because both of our industries are riddled with you need...
Sign up for your monthly massage. Come see me every week. Otherwise, your shoulder's going to hurt.
Right.
You're not going to be able to go to the gym.
Right.
No, you just need to educate them.
Yes.
How to use their body. I legitimately, last week, I've been working with somebody who couldn't get to the gym for 6 months. They went and played 11 games of tennis in 2 days. Exactly.
Yeah.
They know it was foolish.
Yeah.
They came to me and said, I did something foolish.
Yeah. Yeah, I overdid it.
I put them on we did 4 weeks, once a week. Come in and see me.
Yeah.
We're going to do an hour full body, reset your system massage.
Sure.
Did that for 4 weeks. At the end of the 4 weeks, I was like, hey, you don't need to see me next week.
Yeah.
See me the following week.
Sure, yeah.
So we went to bi-weekly.
Freaking love it.
And I saw them last week, not seeing them this week, saw them last week, and I told them point blank, I was like, look, you don't need to see me every month.
Yeah.
Our goal here is to make you self-sufficient.
Yeah.
If
Freaking
you
love it.
want to see me every month, I'm not your accountant.
Right.
Or every week, I'm not your accountant.
Right.
But I'm also not going to sit here and say, you're going to have to see me every week for the
Right,
next
right,
6 months. Otherwise, you're never going to be in the gym. They're
Bro.
back in the gym. They're on their own. They might sign up for personal training with me. But like I told them last week,
Yeah.
keep doing it on your own.
Yeah.
If you feel you need it down the road.
This is what we need in healthcare right there, in my opinion. We need to empower people that they can put it in their hands. Like, that's just like, our bodies can heal. Like, it's just true. Like, we
Yes.
like, the science is clear. Like, our bodies do heal. They're resilient. They adapt. And fueled by a positive mindset. It's amazing what they can do. But when we tie people's hands as medical professionals, we're doing a huge disservice to them. Huge.
Disservice to ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's unethical, frankly.
Yeah, 100% unethical. If your goal is to help people,
Right.
which that's my goal, it's not to hold on to people so I can't bring in the next person that's injured.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
you're just not going to stay injured forever.
Yeah,
You're just not.
yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Any other questions you wanted to pose?
No.
Did you want to answer the question of?
I had an answer in my head. What was my answer? The biggest belief. For me, it's so if I can answer my own question I gave to you.
What's the biggest belief you find?
It's the fixation on what their image might say and how that's not the weight of everything. That's what gets people. So to me, personally, the biggest boogeyman.
And when you say image, you're talking MRI,
Yes,
X-ray?
MRI, X-ray, correct. Cool. Sorry. The biggest boogeyman, in my opinion, might be overdoing surgery. Well, pain medications. Obviously, we had the opioid crisis, big one.
Yeah.
Those two are the two biggest, I think, just problems. Obviously, massage therapists, chiropractors, physical therapists, overutilizing services. We tie people's hands to, we make mistakes, and we need to own up to those. Absolutely. But surgery is invasive. It's risky. It's super expensive. You're cutting a person's body open. Like we should be really sure this is what we need to do. If like the stake, the bar that needs to pass for that to be the decision should be so much higher.
I 100% agree.
100 times, 1,000 times higher than doing physical therapy or massage. What we do is so low risk, right? We're not gonna really harm people the vast majority of the time. That even if it's not the right decision and we do it, it's not the end of the world, right? The
worst that happens with a massage where I go too deep is you're sore for 2 days.
Yes, right. And sure, people get injured doing exercise sometimes, but exercise is literally the best thing for your health. So it's like, as long as you use some
Risk
reasonable
versus reward.
Yeah, and you use some reasonable decision making, you're not gonna hurt people. But surgery, like, dude, like, it's so overdone, and it's a problem.
To jump on the bandwagon with you and just keep beating that drum, surgery is way more invasive, more than just cutting the ligaments and tendons. You're cutting through all of the skin, all of the lymphatic system, cardiovascular system.
Everything, literally everything.
Everything.
Every living tissue.
We just found out that there's an interstitium in the human body.
I didn't know that. We should talk about this more.
We definitely need to talk about it more. Cutting into the interstitium is going to affect the rest of the system.
Yeah.
So it's more than just like the cutting trauma to the tissue.
Sure.
It's the entire system.
Yeah.
And I agree. That bar needs to be like, there's no other options.
Exactly.
You've done giant needling. You went in and did shockwave therapy. You've done hyperbaric chambers.
Yeah.
Everything has been exhausted. Then go get the surgery.
Right.
Because there are, like we've talked about, there are times for surgeries.
There are, absolutely. Major traumas and people like seriously disabled and stuff like that.
Completely torn, ruptured ligaments, tendons. Is there workarounds for those?
So have you seen the research on ACL ruptures?
No.
Yeah. They heal. Fully ruptured. They heal on their own without surgery. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So even that's what people think, that's the line, and it's actually might not be that clear cut.
That's amazing. I'm so glad I asked that question. And this is why we have these conversations.
It's actually appalling. The research is crazy because it's not like rare. It's actually common. It's actually a pretty high percentage that a fully ruptured ACL can heal on its own without surgical intervention.
Then to just ask you a question to build on that, would you believe it'd be the same for meniscus, MCL?
So evidence doesn't show that yet, right?
Okay.
But it shows the plausibility, the possibility, right, might be there. Like it's worth considering. I will say when it comes to rotator cuff tears, now those haven't been seen to heal, at least not yet on their own. But the outcomes, what's crazy, what's really cool with the shoulder, I think the reason is there's adaptability where just basically other muscles and tendons accommodate for what's torn. But even with a full thickness tear, very often people have near full function and minimal to no pain, even with full thickness tears, and see similar outcomes with physical therapy or conservative management, non-surgical versus surgery. It's really, really interesting stuff. And so that's not even necessarily the line. It's definitely a factor to consider, right?
For sure.
Because of course, sometimes when it's fully ruptured, it is appropriate for sure. But there's certain instances where you can still ask the question, wait, is there another way?
That's amazing.
Right?
That's just I want to stand on a rooftop. Your body heals.
I mean, literally, that's the one thing that the message I try to give people, because it's true. And it's like our medical system right now is against that, like doesn't want people to know that, doesn't allow them to know that. It's just, oh, you're broken, you need us to fix you, we're gonna fix you in this way. Again, great, we can go down all sorts of conspiracy routes of this is a great business model. It makes it, the cost of surgeries is, again, one surgery could cover physical therapy and massage for 5 lifetimes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So it's like the cost is crazy, right? So going back to what I was saying on the imaging, so the X-ray and the MRI, people assume, oh, it shows this tear, it shows this disc bulge, it shows this degeneration. And that really sometimes sets the nail in the coffin where their belief is then set, I'm in pain for the rest of my life, there's nothing I can do unless I do surgery. And that is like the biggest thing that drives me, it just kills me because I watch it happen, I watch it literally affect their health and their outcomes, but I can't change their mind. And it's like if only you believed me.
It's really hard to talk somebody out of like a doctor taking an image of your shoulder saying, like, you have bone spurs.
The image is there, this is torn, and there's only one answer to this.
Have you ever seen anybody you've been working with degrade after getting imaging done?
100%. 1,000% I've seen it happen. And it's in the literature.
Wow.
Yeah, for lower back pain, imaging results in higher medical costs and lower outcomes, worse outcomes, when they image a lower back too soon.
Wow.
There's a huge study on it. I'll have to go look it up.
That's amazing.
Literally makes it worse for them because it leads to these paths of unnecessary surgical intervention.
That's amazing.
So that's why I'm always telling people, like,
the image doesn't tell the whole story.
Yes, it does not. And again, time and place for imaging. Okay, if we're suspecting life-threatening things, cancer, fractures, right, major traumas, imaging, of course, is appropriate. But with like chronic overuse, repetitive issues and injuries, I really caution against imaging, unless there's red flag symptoms, of course. But when there's not, it can make things worse, and I've seen it happen. We
actually have a common patient that we're getting ready to work with that had a surgery on their shoulder.
Okay.
Before, they had worked with you before.
Okay.
The surgery.
Oh, yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
And they were going to CrossFit, working out 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And like extreme CrossFit, not just like...
Oh, yeah. Getting after it.
Trying it out.
No, yeah.
Would come see me to just alleviate the pain. Went and got imaging on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And the surgeon said, you got bone spurs, you got a full tear, you got this, you got this, and you got this.
Yeah.
We got to get in there and clean it up.
Right.
Unfortunately, there was no conversation with either of us. It was after it was already scheduled and on the books, ready to go.
The ball's rolling already. There's no stopping it.
Yep. And we couldn't change the mindset.
No.
But even though we couldn't change the mindset, you're scheduled to help.
In the future. Yeah. Right now, they're going somewhere else. But
The post-op, direct.
Exactly. But down the road, we'll get in there. But yeah, that's really freaking hard when the ortho goes, takes an image and says, yep, this, and that. We got to work on that. How do we give a patient the impetus, the, I don't know, power, so to speak, to challenge that? Because that's hard, right? Like, how do we expect an ordinary person who has no medical background, right, no medical knowledge, to challenge the orthopedic surgeon? That is hard, right?
It's really hard.
I admit that, right? And I acknowledge that.
And I know I have been working with the individual that went and got the surgery for 2 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Consistently, 2 years.
Yeah.
And I even tried to, you got to talk to Benji.
Yeah.
Talk to Benji before you do anything. Talk to Benji before you do anything. With 2 years of rapport, constantly fixing the shoulder, still didn't listen.
So that is a good example of like, it's hard to change a person's mind.
It is.
Yeah.
Even with the trust in mind.
It's really hard. And again, it's because, this is why I was alluding to earlier, the medical authority said something. And you cannot, and that is just like the biggest thing that is so hard to break.
And for me, because I understand that I'm a licensed massage therapist.
Yeah.
I have a scope of practice.
Sure, of course.
I have where I stop. I can't.
Of course. And same. Yeah.
I can't tell you no.
Right.
And I'm not going to overrule a doctor because I don't know how to read medical imaging.
Yes, correct.
Can I amateurly read it?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't have a degree to read it.
Right.
So I can only say what I can say.
Right.
And
yes.
I personally, with that situation, tried to point out, but you've been going to the gym 5 days a week.
Yeah.
You've been doing your daily life.
Yeah.
You just have occasional pain.
Yeah.
And when we talk about it further,
Yeah.
the occasional pain pops up because something in the meds, mindset, exercise, diet, support,
sleep,
is falling off.
Yes.
It's not because it's time for the surgery.
It's not because of the bone spur. It's not because of the tear.
No.
Right.
It's because you're super stressed at work and you've only been sleeping 4 hours at night.
Bro, this is what this is like. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I do think it's really fun to look on social media, see these exercises that are like Tom Holland's doing this or whoever's doing this crazy exercise, and they look super fun, look like badasses doing it. But for me, I think that when it comes to health, physical, mental, emotional, it comes down to like the stupid, simple things.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
Like, and people may come across like my content and they're like, man, this guy gives the most basic advice. Sleep, eat good food, get a massage when you're stressed out.
Unfortunately, it doesn't trend because everyone wants a hack and a shortcut. But sorry, the real stuff that works is boring. That's just the truth.
It is. You go to the gym.
It's not novel. It's not new. It's not exciting to watch. It's not going to grab your attention, but it's true.
Yep. And like, you've been dealing with, you just sprained your ankle.
Your a week and a half ago. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along, yeah.
How have you been working through your mindset? Because you're inside your brain.
For sure. It is different when it's my brain. Yeah. Well, my mindset thing, I think my challenge is impatience mostly.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I convince myself that I can skip steps. And it's just impatience at the end of the day. It's just the fact that I don't sit still well, and I don't like sitting still and waiting and doing nothing. And I feel like I need to get after it. And I know what I need to do to get after it. It's like I know all the steps. And so I go to step 10 right away. So that's I think, personally, the mindset piece for me that is challenging.
I think you unlocked something we haven't talked about yet, is mindset of getting back to it too soon.
For sure.
Or trying to jump ahead and force it. I just had somebody who had appendectomy.
Yeah.
They're training for a gravel bike race, long distance, 50 miles.
Nice.
And we had to have the conversation of, don't get back on the bike.
Easy does it.
Think you can ride 10 miles tomorrow.
Yeah.
You have time.
Right.
Take it easy.
It's funny because I tell these things to people every single day.
Yeah.
And then it's me, and it's like,
I'm an outlier.
yeah.
Just like, that's the other mindset too that's scary, is you're not an outlier.
Right.
I like growing up, everybody's taught that, you're special, you're unique.
Yeah, main character energy.
You're for sure special and unique.
Yeah.
Your anatomy is probably not an outlier.
Right.
I'm not an outlier. I've met a handful of outliers in my entire massage career.
Yeah.
And it's more like they don't respond to light pressure. They have to be in pain to respond. Type of outliers.
Yeah.
Not.
Sure.
Yeah, they just don't get injured.
Right.
But yeah, I think that I think that's awesome.
It. I think I think it's like, at least for me and my observation of other people with this kind of issue, it really is just like, it's impatience. It's exercise for me is a huge outlet, stress relief, and helps me just stay sane and function, frankly. I almost feel like I need exercise to function, if I'm being honest, right? Like, if I don't exercise for a few days, I start getting super angsty and restless and just not in a good mood. And I know a lot of people are the same, right? And so, but again, that for me, I think that goes back to the mental health side of things, is like, learn to sit with that, maybe,
Yes. Find new outlets.
Yeah, find new outlets, exactly. And maybe learn to sit with your thoughts a little more,
That can be dangerous, but.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's kind of my end of it.
But I think that's super awesome. Not many people are honest with themselves when it comes to, I'm impatient. And it's just it's the simple.
Yeah.
Reducing it down to the most simple thing is, I'm impatient. I want to get back to doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
And that's 100% understandable. Like,
I will say that one's relatively easy to fix, at least from my practitioner side when I'm helping other people.
Yeah.
Like, I just lay it out for them. And I should tell myself this. I always tell them, I say, if you rush it, it's going to take longer.
That is what I say too.
You skip steps, it can take longer. Just remember that next time you want to rush it.
With the appendectomy, literally what I said was, just so if you push it too hard, you're not going to.
You think you're expediting it, but you're actually delaying it.
Just going to regress. Be in a worse situation. Yeah. So super proud of you for being honest with yourself.
Thanks. I just got to keep that going. Doing pretty good so far. I've already pushed it a little bit, but I think I'm doing better than I have in the past, so I'll take it.
Good. Yeah, I've been looking on your social media. It looks like it's improving.
It is. It's getting better. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mindset is, I would almost argue, 80% of the importance of aligning your body and mind to be on the same wavelength.
It is. I would say 100%, to be honest, because if the mindset isn't there, nothing else will. You're on the wrong path already.
Yeah.
It
makes sense why
it's where it all starts.
It's the M in M.E.D.S, because it is the most important.
Yeah, I could, and stop me when you want, but I could talk about this forever, because it's just, I just hope people hear me when I try to instill positive belief in them and understand that this is not woo-woo. I will not give you false hope or just fake it or pretend. We're not just going out here on prayers. Like, there is actual evidence to support the things I'm trying to tell you, that your body does heal. It is resilient, and if you believe it, it works better.
100%. We talked about it in our placebo video.
Yeah.
Having the belief, the mindset will give you the motivation to do the things, will help your body just put the energy where it needs to put the energy.
Yes.
I love doing these conversations with you, Benji. They're
Same.
fantastic. We always unlock new things. Like, my new unlock is, no, you're not genetically predispositioned for lower back pain.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out what your whole family's doing wrong.
Yeah. Or just maybe consider the fact that that belief might have set you up.
Yes.
Maybe.
I didn't.
There sometimes are genetic factors. Sometimes. Now, there's a lot of unknown there, I will admit, right? It's hard to, I think, investigate that. And it's definitely plausible that genetics can be one factor among others.
Agreed.
But for it to guarantee your destiny, I just don't buy it.
No.
There's definitely not enough there to say that for sure. And what we know about beliefs and how beliefs then affect their actions, like we need to consider how that might be affecting what you're experiencing with your back pain.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So next time we're getting together, we're talking about exercise, the E in meds.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked. If you need any help for physical therapy, Benji Toh is here in Colorado Springs. I send people to go see him because I trust him. He doesn't want to just take your money. He's going to help you become self-sufficient. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. Same to you.